Good morning, my beautiful people. This is John from USA London. Welcome back to Sunday Talk episode number 75. In this episode, as always, I'm gonna go over some of the questions I received from you guys on YouTube. Okay, if you are new here, I help newcomers, permanent resident, and also US citizen regarding their immigration questions. Sometimes I give advice to newcomers to United States of America regarding the do's and the don't, so they can have a better life here in United States of America based on my own experience. Before I start today's video, I want to wish you guys a happy Sunday. I hope your day is going well as planned. Without wasting time, let's get started. The first question today will come from Shane Nakpiel. Shane sent this question. Hi, I just want to ask my mother, which is my petitioner, resubmit a file because NVC emailed her that her former is incorrect. August 20 was the original submission and resubmit the file on this November 10. My question is it another waiting time? The NVC time frame files are currently review. Do I need to wait till November 10 in the time frame? Thanks. Well, thanks for the question. Usually, when you resubmit your document, it only take like 4 weeks or sometimes 6 weeks in order for NVC to review it again. Okay, it doesn't take as long as the first time you submit it. Okay, if that's your question, yes, it won't take. You don't have to wait till the time frame is November 10. No, 6 weeks or maximum 6 weeks. Sometimes it goes to 2 months, but I think by 6 weeks they should review your document again, because they just put it on hold. Okay, all right, now let's move to the second question of today's video. This one will come from Veronica. Let me see what Veronica has to say. Veronica Kabeya sent this question. Good evening, Mr. John. I live in Haiti. I have been waiting for my meeting for 10 months. I would like to know, when will the American Embassy in Port-au-Prince, Haiti resume its functions? Thanks for your answer. Well, Veronica, I checked on Haiti the other day. I think that was last week, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, they didn't resume visa services yet. We're still waiting for them to resume visa services. I think that's the main reason why they didn't schedule your interview appointment yet. Because I always tell you guys that NVC cannot schedule an appointment if they don't get a green light from the U.S. consulate. So they just have to wait for them to resume visa services. Hopefully, all those stuff will be over soon. All right, so our U.S. embassy will resume visa services, and everybody will go to the visa interview and get a visa. Unfortunately, not everybody will get visa, but I know most of you guys will get visa. So most of you guys who are immigrant visa applicant, you will get your visa to come and join your relative. All right, let's move to another question. The next question will come from Yeselalewagetu. Here's the question. Hey John, my case approved. I want 29 fiancé visa on September 2020. What will be the next? I have to wait another answer from NVC. Well, usually when your fiance case move to NVC National Visa Center, the only thing NVC will do here is to check the background information of the applicant. Okay, if everything goes well, then they will move the case to the U.S. consulate, and then the U.S. consulate will contact the intended immigrant. Okay, the person who will go for the non-immigrant visa to come to United States of America. That's how it works. So it's not like when you file an I-130 petition, when they're gonna ask you to submit some document. No, they will send the information to, like I said, to the U.S. consulate. Then whatever document the intended immigrant will bring to the interview, they will let that person know. Okay, let's move to another one. This one will come from Shuvo Das. Here's the question. The people who file tax return as a dependent with son and daughter-in-law, how they can get a tax transcript to submit to NVC? Do they request a transcript online based on their name, or they have to request based on their son name? Please let me know. Well, one thing I know is that the requester of the IRS transcript has to be the person who filed the tax, okay? And then that person can request this one on the IRS website. No, the dependent, okay? Not the name of the dependent. Gotta be the name of the person who filed the tax, okay? That's how it works from based on my knowledge. All right, let's move to another question. Today it's gonna come from Josephine Trazil Jean-Louis. Hi John, I got approval from USCIS 7 months for my son living in Haiti. I never received nothing. Well, like I just tell the other subscriber who sent me subscriber viewer who sent me the question, Haiti embassy, U.S. embassy in Haiti didn't resume visa services yet. That's the main reason why you guys didn't get an interview appointment yet. But in your case, I don't know if since your case moved to NVC never contact you at all. If it's the case, 7 months, I think is too long. But sometimes it can happen depending on the visa category. Because if you're a U.S. citizen, I know it's gonna move a little bit faster. But as a green card holder, sometimes NVC takes time to contact you and all those stuff. But usually they will contact you within 45 days. Okay, but if that's the case and they never contact you since your case moved to NVC, you need to call them, and see what's going on. But if you're waiting for interview appointment, well, you just have to wait till the U.S. consulate resume on visa services. All right, let's move to another question. This one will come from Shamali Morris. Shamali Morris sent this question: how soon after priority date will NVC send you the welcome letter? Well, sometime you will get your welcome letter before the priority date is current, because NVC does that so you can start a process. You can start gathering all the documents before the priority date is current, okay? And then you will receive the letter with the instruction. With the case number, invoice ID, so you can log into the system, okay? But unfortunately, most of those cases have visa limitation. Therefore, even if you log into the computer electronic application center, you won't be able to start the immigrant visa process. You just have to wait until the priority date is current, and then NVC will contact you once again to start your immigrant visa process, okay? So to answer your question, it can be before or after your priority date is current. All right. Let's move to another question here. This one will come from Ryan Marquez. Here's the question. Hi, sir. I have a problem with my DSN 260. I have written the wrong person as the petitioner, and I can't edit it now. What can I do? Well, thanks for the question. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a big mistake. Okay, you put the name of the petitioner incorrectly. Well, what you're going to do in this case is to contact NVC National Visa Center, explain them the situation, and see if they can reopen the case for you so you can correct that mistake. If not, I know they're going to tell you to bring any document that prove that you made a mistake on the DSN 260 to the interview, okay? So, yep, the main thing here is to call them and let them know before it's too late, okay? All right, let's move to another question. This one will come from Yasmin. Let's see what Yasmin has to say. Yasmin Fatima asked this question. Good morning, sir. Please, what about K1 visa? Well, people who are in that category, you have to contact the U.S. consulate if they already resume visa services, because they give a priority to those people who are in K1 visa category. So if you, like I say, you have to check and see if the U.S. consulate excuse me, resume visa services yet. If they resume it, then you have to contact them. They will tell you exactly what you do in this case, okay? Let's move to another question. This one will come from Otis Barnett. Otis Barnett sent this question. Happy Sunday to you, sir. My father is filing for me from 2019. When do I expect to get through? Well, thanks for the question, but unfortunately, it's kind of like vague question. It's hard for me to tell you the time frame because I don't know if your father is a U.S. citizen or is a green card holder. I don't know which visa category you're in. If you are F3, if you are F2B or F2A category, it's kind of hard to say. But one thing I can tell you is that for F3 category, sometimes it may take up to 10 years, and then some for F2B, F2A category, sometimes like especially for F2, F2A category, it might take like 2 years, 2.5 years. And S2B category, sometimes it might take up to 5 years, because I know somebody who filed that for whose son is in that category till now. It's almost 5 years. The son didn't make it to the United States of America yet, and then the COVID also messed up the whole thing. But yep, it depends on your visa card to answer your visa category to answer your question. Okay. Let's move to another question. This one will come from Miss Anne. Miss Anne asked this question. Are you a Simon? I did not ask for expedite. The NVC told me the case was expedited due to CCA, which is a Child Citizenship Act 2000. If the case is already expedited, how long till they get to the point for the interview? Thank you. Well, normally once an NVC expedite your case, it might take like I would say 6 weeks to sometimes 2 months, 2.5 months in order to get an interview appointment letter. And also it depends on the visa appointment availability at the U.S. consulate. Okay, but right now, because of the pandemic, first of all, we don't know. I don't know if you're the U.S. consulate where your intended immigrant will go for interview resume visa services yet. If they didn't, then it will take a little bit longer, and it's kind of hard to tell you exactly how long it will take. But like I say, in general, it will take like 6 weeks to 2 months in order for NVC to send your information to the U.S. consulate. Okay, if your case is expedited. Okay, guys, I wasn't even paying attention. That was the last question of today's video. Now I have a new advice for newcomers to United States of America. Today's advice is avoid domestic violence. Guys, domestic violence is something that is very serious in the United States of America. They take it seriously. If you are somebody who used to beat your wife, or who used to beat your husband or your girlfriend or your boyfriend back home, when you come to this country, you need to be careful, because when you do something like that, you can go to jail. And not only that, that will ruin your life here in the United States of America. That will jeopardize your life here in the United States of America, because by going to jail for domestic violence, it's going to be hard for you to find a certain job, to do certain things here in the United States of America. So, like I say, if you are somebody who does that, you need to stop it. Because when we talk about domestic violence, most of the time we think about men that are beat women, but there are women that beat men as well. There are wife that are beating their husband, and then husband beating their wife and stuff like that. You need to stop that. Okay, first of all, it's not cool. It's not cool to put hand on somebody. Okay, to put your hand on somebody. So you need to stop that if you want to have a better life here in the United States of America. It's just something that I thought about. I want to share with you guys, because I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know people who've been in trouble because of that, and it's not fun at all. All right, so guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something from this one. So whatever you do today, do it peacefully. Happy week ahead of you. If today's your birthday, happy birthday from John, and thanks for watching again, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.
USA Monde.